Hey everyone, welcome to Health Matters, your go-to channel for honest, science-backed health advice. Before we dive in, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss a video. And if you're already part of the family, share this with a friend who might need it. Today's topic? Erectile dysfunction, ED. Specifically the early signs you should never ignore. We're talking about those subtle changes that might seem like no big deal, but trust me guys, they can be a warning sign of bigger health problems down the road. Stick around. We're breaking down the science, symptoms, and solutions. Let's get started. Alright guys, let's talk about the first sign of ED that often gets brushed off. That slow fade when it takes you longer to get an erection, or you need more stimulation to get things going. It might seem like no big deal, but this could be your body trying to tell you something. See, getting an erection isn't just about being in the mood. It's a complex process that relies on healthy blood flow. When you get aroused, your brain sends signals to the blood vessels in your penis, telling them to relax and let blood rush in. But here's the thing. If you're having trouble getting hard, it could mean those blood vessels aren't relaxing like they should. And that's where your endothelial cells come in. These cells line your blood vessels and produce nitric oxide, or NO. Nitric oxide is like a signal flare that tells your blood vessels to chill out and open wide, allowing for maximum blood flow. But when your endothelial cells are damaged, they produce less nitric oxide, and less NO means slower, weaker erections. So what damages these crucial cells? Well, things like high cholesterol, high blood pressure, smoking, basically all the usual suspects when it comes to heart health. And that's no coincidence. A 2018 study published in the Journal of Sexual Medicine found that men who experienced delayed erections were 62% more likely to develop full-blown erectile dysfunction within 5 years. That's right guys, what's happening below the belt could be an early warning sign of what's to come for your heart. Don't brush this off as just getting older or being stressed. If you're noticing a slow fade in the bedroom, it's time to talk to your doctor. It could be the wake-up call you need to make some serious lifestyle changes and protect your heart health in the long run. Let's talk about another early sign of ED that can really throw you off your game: inconsistent firmness. You know the feeling, you're good to go 1 minute and then things start to deflate the next. Not exactly a recipe for a satisfying experience, right? Now some fluctuation in firmness is normal. We're all human, and stress, fatigue, even alcohol can temporarily affect things. But if you're consistently struggling to maintain a firm erection, it's time to pay attention. More often than not, inconsistent firmness is a vascular issue. Remember those tiny blood vessels in your penis we talked about earlier? Well, they're incredibly sensitive to damage. Think of it like this. Your penile arteries are only 1 to 2 millimeters wide. That's about the width of a spaghetti noodle. So even a little bit of plaque buildup from an unhealthy diet, smoking, or lack of exercise can significantly restrict blood flow. And here's the kicker. A landmark study from Harvard found that 40% of men with erectile dysfunction had significant blockages in their heart arteries. That's right guys, your penis can actually be a canary in the coal mine for heart disease. That's because the arteries in your penis are smaller than those supplying your heart, so they show signs of damage earlier. Think of it like this. If your pipes are clogged, the water pressure is going to drop first in the thinner pipes, right? Same principle applies here. So if you're experiencing inconsistent firmness, don't just brush it off. It could be a sign that your heart isn't as healthy as it could be. Talk to your doctor, get your cholesterol and blood pressure checked, and let's make sure everything is flowing as it should be. Let's talk about a topic that might seem a little awkward, but it's important. Morning wood, or those spontaneous erections you wake up with. Now, before you start thinking about that awkward encounter with your roommate, let's get one thing straight. Morning erections are completely normal and healthy. In fact, they're a sign that your body is functioning properly. Think of them as your body's nightly system check during REM sleep. During this deep sleep phase, your brain floods your body, including your pelvic region, with blood to maintain tissue health and keep everything running smoothly. But here's the thing, if you're noticing fewer morning wood episodes, it could be a sign of an underlying issue. And there are a couple of culprits to consider. First, low testosterone could be to blame. Testosterone is the hormone responsible for your sex drive, muscle mass, and energy levels, among other things. And while it's natural for testosterone levels to gradually decline with age, a significant drop can lead to a decrease in morning erections. Another potential culprit is sleep apnea. This sleep disorder, characterized by pauses in breathing during sleep, can wreak havoc on your body in a number of ways, including disrupting those all-important morning erections. A 2020 study found that men with severe sleep apnea had a 2.5 times higher risk of developing erectile dysfunction. That's because when you stop breathing during sleep, your brain and body are deprived of oxygen, which can damage blood vessels and nerves over time, including those in your pelvic region. So if you're waking up less frequently with a morning salute, don't just write it off as a normal part of aging. Talk to your doctor about getting your testosterone levels checked, and consider a sleep study if you suspect sleep apnea might be playing a role. Let's talk about another common symptom that often goes hand in hand with ED: low libido, or a decreased sex drive. Now, it's important to remember that everyone's libido fluctuates, and there's no magic number for how often you should be in the mood. But if you're noticing a significant and persistent dip in your desire for sex, it's worth exploring what might be going on. And yes, you guessed it, testosterone plays a crucial role here too. Testosterone isn't just about building muscles and a deep voice, it's the hormone that fuels your engine in the bedroom. It's responsible for sparking desire, arousal, and overall sexual satisfaction. Now here's the thing. Testosterone levels naturally decline as we age. After age 30, men lose about 1% of their testosterone every year. But if your levels dip too low, it can significantly impact your libido and lead to a cascade of other issues, including ED. But it's not just about aging. Stress can also wreak havoc on your hormones, including testosterone. When you're chronically stressed, your body releases cortisol, the stress hormone. And while cortisol is essential for helping us cope with short-term stress, high levels over time can suppress testosterone production, leading to a vicious cycle of low libido, anxiety, and worsening ED. The good news is that addressing stress can have a profound impact on your hormone balance and, in turn, your sexual health. Whether it's through exercise, meditation, therapy, or simply carving out more time for relaxation, finding healthy ways to manage stress is crucial. Remember, guys, the mind-body connection is real. When you take care of your mental health, you're also taking care of your physical health, including your sexual well-being. Let's talk about the elephant in the room when it comes to ED: performance anxiety. This is where the mind and body really intertwine, and it can create a vicious cycle that's tough to break free from. Think about it. You're worried about performing in the bedroom, which makes you even more anxious, which makes it even harder to perform. It's a recipe for disaster, right? But here's the thing. Performance anxiety isn't just all in your head. It has a very real physiological impact on your body, specifically on your ability to achieve and maintain an erection. When you're anxious, your sympathetic nervous system, which controls your fight or flight response, kicks into gear. This releases adrenaline, which constricts blood vessels throughout your body, including those leading to your penis. Think about it. In a stressful situation, your body is prioritizing blood flow to your vital organs, like your heart and lungs, not your penis. It's a survival mechanism, but it can really put a damper on things in the bedroom, and it's not just a temporary effect. A 2019 study found that men with ED had hyperactive amygdalas, which is the area of the brain responsible for processing fear and anxiety. This suggests that chronic anxiety can actually rewire your brain, making you more susceptible to performance issues in the future. So how do you break free from this anxiety spiral? Well, the good news is that there are effective strategies to manage performance anxiety and reclaim your sexual confidence. Therapy can be incredibly helpful in exploring the root causes of your anxiety and developing coping mechanisms. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT for example, can help you identify and challenge negative thought patterns that contribute to performance anxiety. Mindfulness practices like meditation and deep breathing can also be powerful tools for calming your nervous system and shifting your focus away from anxious thoughts. And don't underestimate the power of open communication with your partner. Remember, guys, you're not alone in this. Performance anxiety is incredibly common, and there's no shame in seeking help. By addressing the mental and emotional factors at play, you can break free from the anxiety spiral and enjoy a healthier, more fulfilling sex life. If you're still here, you're serious about your health, so let me ask, which tip will you try first? Drop a comment below. And if this video helped, smash that like button. It tells YouTube to share this life-saving info. Remember, ED isn't shameful. It's a medical issue, not a personal failure. Early action can save your sex life and your heart. Don't suffer in silence. talk to your doctor, explore your options, and remember that you deserve to feel your best both in and out of the bedroom. Subscribe for more deep dives and share this with someone who needs a wake-up call. Stay strong, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.